Hey, today we're taking a look at Fayburrow, which is a game where you play a woman called Beatrice, and she is going to her hometown because she received a letter from her childhood friend who is conveniently not there when she arrives. So, let's see how this goes. This is a visual novel, by the way, so there will be a lot of reading. And there's Beatrice. This time I'm not just asking you to come back solely because I miss you, but because I need your help. I think I have finally discovered something in relation to what happened to Ernest all those years ago, although I'm afraid I'm running out of time. I will explain everything in detail when you get here. Be careful who you trust when you arrive. Please make haste. B. It's strange to be back, isn't it, Beatrice? Who's Lou? Is that someone on the train with us? It looks like someone is here to meet us. I bet you they're in on it. Maybe I might turn the graphics down. Okay, you can puzzle over that letter later. Perhaps Agnes can explain it in person. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's fine.
No.
Ah, but right here like that, you must be Miss Arkwright? That, oh, I thought that was skip dialogue. It brought up the menu. Good evening. And you are? I feel like we would know, wouldn't we?
Ah.
Okay, Agnes mentioned you were coming. Asked me to see you arrive safely. My name's Stan. Milkman by morning, postman by day, barber at tea time, and officer by night. It's a pleasure. Okay, somebody else can do all that.
Hey.
School, was it? I'll take yous. That's very kind. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's no problem at all. Off we go, even though we are supposed to not trust anyone, so I just didn't feel like getting lost immediately. This is very, but I actually love the way this is done, and that the visual novels are getting like 3D maps so that you can move around in the world that you're playing in. There is a lot of stuttering though. Yeah. Hey, you grew up here, no? So no use showing you around. So then why did you offer? It's awful quiet these days anyways. Everyone's busy preparing for the Eclipse Festival, of course.
Oh.
Don't suppose that's why you're here, is it? Of course. So I'm just visiting.
Yeah.
Fair enough. It's a lovely place to grow up, that's for sure. Why did you say that like you didn't grow up here? Okay, moved here from the city I did. Like the peace and quiet. A bit too quiet now though. Never mind, come along. Like this feels weird because like I'm moving around not using the controller. Like I feel like I should be able to pick up my controller, but I did not look to see if it had controller support. Who is that being creepy up in the window? There's this high up that I can look. Let me talk to. Okay, welcome home. Yeah, I'll head back to the square. My fairy gets to sleep for the both of us.
Hey-oh.
To the nightmare's arc, right? Okay, I was thinking in my head, like, that's weird that he did not say anything about the fairy next to our head, but he has one too. Good night. Well, thanks.
Bye.
Normally I would opt, oh, I didn't even do that. Normally I would opt to be as polite as possible, but since we were told not to trust anyone, I think I would be a little more discerning or sassy, I guess. I don't know. That one is, that's a power walk at most. Now can we look around here? Like, cause it said it had detective elements, so. Go, we ran fast for like 2 seconds. Stop breathing so hard. Like she was like if I was a protagonist. Okay, we can't go. I thought that might be a door. So I'm assuming the only place we can go is up the stairs. But I want to look over here. Can we? Okay. Oh, we can interact. Okay, yeah, the kitchen. Oh, Lou is the fairy. Okay. Yeah, I miss Miss Marigold and Maurice's puddings. When did they still work here? Marigold always had bigger dreams, but some fairies weigh people down. What is that supposed to mean? Well, this is a good time to see if we have a stamina meter. If we can just run endlessly. That is definitely a villain's office. Well, we better pop our head into Lackland's office before we barge in on Agnes. Fine. Let's go to the obvious villain headquarters. Beatrice. What a pleasant surprise. What brought you home all of a sudden? I was not notified of your coming. Not to worry. Do come in. I'm gonna look at your office space. Oh, we can interact this. Beatrice, terribly sorry, but try not to move anything. Everything is exactly where it's supposed to be. Oh, I don't just keep looking at stuff, but it's clearly this guy's not the good guy. Like, do you see the mustache? Do okay. Okay, yes. Me, if he don't want you touching anything, accidentally finding his secret plans. You know, my apologies, Beatrice. Although surprised, I am pleased to see you. It's been a long time. You look well. I hope they treated you alright at the university. They speak highly of you in their letters. Which, I must say, raises the question. Why are you here? Surely you have plenty to keep you busy. Just visiting. I came to see Agnes, expelled for misconduct. I came to see Agnes. Of course. She'll be ecstatic to see you. Well, she's not here right now. She comes in late these days. I'm sure it'll be alright for you to stay in your old room with Agnes tonight. Are we sisters? your bed is still free. She won't let me put any new students in there. Thank you for visiting. It truly is good to see you. Good night. I hope Agnes is along soon. Like, you don't know exactly where she is. Like, this is a little hard to control when she's running, honestly. Didn't this room belong to Abigail before? I don't know. She'd always tattle when we snuck her into the girls' dorm. What are you doing sneaking boys into the girls' dorm? Agnes got her back most times, though, in her own way. Well, I went to this door because he was like, shouldn't we go before we barge in on Agnes? So I thought that was clearly her room, but apparently not. It'd be nice if we could sit here, but like in the moonlight. I feel like that would be a nice screenshot, but whatever. Maybe there's obviously open room. Oh yeah, look at all the red tape and the connecting clues. This is Agnes's. Why did we turn around? Oh, Agnes has been busy. Oh, you alright? You look kind of peaky. Which I guess means pale, kind of. Like she looks sick. It's odd being back after so long. Don't worry, I'm sure Agnes understands you were busy. She's not the type to hold it against you. Come on, maybe we can shed some light on her letter by taking a look around. I actually don't know how long this is. And I can't keep track of OBS, so this one's like really long. It's not on purpose. Hey, this letter is addressed to us. What does it say? The eclipse is almost upon us. What I mentioned about those tight-lipped intellectuals goes deeper than I had imagined. Literally. Beatrice, if this is the last letter Ernest is. It stopped so suddenly. Definitely mid-sentence. And it's even more confusing than the one she sent us. She says it's the last letter, but we've only got one more. We only got one more. We don't even, what do you mean? We only got one. And she says she's mentioned things. She completely hasn't. There must be more letters. She got tired of writing. Though if you get bored, there must be more letters. I think it's safe to assume there are. She must have been about to write something about Ernest, and the ink is all dry. She was interrupted. She would get distracted. She's here. She was interrupted. Yes, that's what she could have stepped out, but why wouldn't she come back? The ink has all dried up. Can that really be it? She got distracted. I'm afraid that might be the case. The professor seemed adamant she'd be along shortly. Okay, so we were like roommates and students, not sisters. Whatever. We could still be sisters. We'd just be like best friends. Like, that's her bestie. Well, now we know there's a missing letter from her. When she comes back, we can just ask her in person, right? Let's see if we can find more before we hit the hay. Okay, so do not click on the bed. But I'm not sure what I'm about to interact with. Hey, the three of you look so happy. Agnes must really cherish that memory too. Wish the picture was clearer. You haven't mentioned Ernest in a long time. Agnes really took his disappearance with a ferocity. You got nothing to feel guilty for. People grieve in different ways. Ernest always seemed to struggle. Okay, I thought maybe it was the stuff on the bed, not the mirror again. his stutter and told Agnes that's right, she could sort anyone out. Even though it looks like 3 girls on the picture, because I can't see it clearly. Funny looking badge. Looks like a homemade military position. Like that dude who thinks he's a police officer. And it's pretty poorly drawn, but must be sentimental or she wouldn't put it on her coat. She's as cool as ever. Let's see if we can find more before we hit the hay. This open book. Wow, these are very detailed. No idea what the symbols mean, but it definitely looks important. I bet this has something to do with what she is discovering. It's late. Let's go to bed. Agnes won't mind if we were here. We use hers, will she? Hey, arise, rise, for every shadow flies. Good morning. Agnes isn't here. You're right. Oh no, I wonder why. And with that unfinished letter. I don't like this. I miss her too, but we'll find her. No reason to panic. Let's think. Lachlan is pretty sure that Agnes will be here to meet us. Perhaps we should ask him if he knows why she hasn't come back yet. You've collected a few of the things you found here in your journal, haven't you? I don't know. If you need to remind yourself, open it up and take a look. Now, quick march to Lachlan's office. Up to. First things first, hunt down the professor and see what he knows about Agnes's whereabouts. No rest for the wicked, except for all the rest you just had. Okay, I accidentally clicked Q instead of W. That's why it did that. Wait, I saw the interaction button. What was that? Okay, she really didn't expect you to come back. Made a right mess of your bed anyway. And all this laundry. I guess when you're focused on something, personal health comes second. You know all about that, eh? Oi. hey, watch your mouth. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look out, Dan. We've been made. Split. That was weird. Indeed. Did you want Agnes? He probably expected Agnes. Bet you gave him a nasty shock. Still, suspicious behavior. Should we follow him? Oh, Jesus. I did not mean to walk around in a circle. The controls are. I have to get used to the way this camera and everything works. Can I just go in? Because the door is closed. Not here, and it's locked, so no chance of snooping. What? He really didn't want us to yesterday. I got curious. Agnes works with him sometimes. It could have been something. Anyway, I think we'll have better luck in town. Right. Hey, why does Herbert always have to run inside? If Nanny catches him, he'll get scolded. I'll probably get in trouble just for being here. Why you say that out loud? I just want to know. Like, I want to walk because it's easier to control her, but she also walks so slow. Oh, who's this? Ah, that Herbert is so annoying. I'm assuming that's who was outside our door. I'm telling Nanny. Bright green eyes. You must be Miss Arkwright. Professor mentioned you'd come back, but you're a lot prettier than I expected. That's not a compliment, Emma. You wouldn't mess around like Herbert, would you? I think you made it. You're under arrest. Who are you working for? So, alright, you got me. What do you want? I'm looking for Agnes. If you mean Agent Foxtrot, haven't seen her in days. As a matter of fact, I was looking for her myself. And I found you instead. Nicked any letters? From Agent Foxtrot? I'd never. I was just checking if she'd come back or not, that's all. Back from where? Tell me what you know. What do you like to know? You could be anybody, an imposter or something. You've not done nothing to prove nothing. And I didn't do anything to the postman either. Looks like we'll have to earn his trust when the spill beans. He can get nipped right in the face. Anyway, what should we do? Pressure. Good idea. See if he'll spill anymore. You conspiring? Yes. Write the letters now. I don't have nothing. I swear. If anyone messed up, it's that lazy postman, Stan. He's always leaving things lying around. Well, whatever the truth may be, I suppose Stan might be able to help us. He is a postman after all. Perhaps he delivered something. Wait, so Stan was over this way. Oh, there he is. Morning, Mr. Arkwright. Sleep well, did you? Everything alright? I'm okay, yeah. Maybe not completely. Some lad keeps nicking my stuff. I can't work like this. Took the milk, my deliveries, even my bloody hat. Any letters for me? Need a hand? That'd be great. They'd be grand if you're up for it. I don't think you would have hidden them too far from here. But I did see him run down that alley by the apothecary. Okay, I was about to say that, is this one going to have to crouch? Because I looked in the options to see if they were controller. And, if I had to could turn it on the controller or not. The options are very limited. But I'm not like holding that against the game. I just have to look every time to see what options there are, especially if there's any font options that might make it easier for people to read it. Hey, what have we got there? A key? When the hell we pick up a key? A skeleton key. The key to my heart. Oh, careful that doesn't slip into the wrong hands, eh? Hey, B, where do you think this well leads? Dunno. Another world? Dunno. You're so useful. Oh, jeez. Oh, we're not expecting chicken. There it goes. Stan's letter. Good job. Now let's see if we can find the rest. What the hell was that? It sounded like, you know, someone threw out a rope or something. It sounded like that sound effect. And honestly, I forgot we were looking for letters, not gonna lie. That's his hat. Well, that's that sorted. Now to find the rest. Like, this is such an obvious hiding spot. Like, you didn't even put it under anything. Okay. A cleaver. Gosh, the butcher is rather careless. Stands. Today will be remembered as the day the Fayburrow townsfolk put ale in their oats. Some of the bottles are broken. Herbert is a menace to society. I like him. Let's get this back to Stan once we found the hat and deliveries. Well, didn't we just found the hat, right? But good lord, I did not notice that cleaver. Holy crap. Hey, that's everything. Oh yeah, lifesaver. Thank you, Beatrice. Now what have we got here?
Oh.
There's one for you. Here you go. It's a letter from Agnes. What does it say? Beatrice, I am writing to you again to underline the urgency of my discoveries. Hawthorne School's founders were a secretive group of scholars. I believe they might have built the school as a cover-up for greater research. Someone appears to know what I'm up to. It's scary. They've been covering their tracks, but that only makes me more sure of myself. You must not miss the first train Hornby. This could be bad. Listen, Beatrice. Now that you've got something conclusive, you can talk to me anytime, and we can try and puzzle it together. I reckon this letter will also open up some possibilities with other people. So don't worry, we can't figure it all out right away. We might just need to talk to the right people. Just press Q and we can connect the dots together. Okay, let's go back over here and talk to Herbert, old lion, little lion behind. What do you want? This letter is from Agnes. Whoa. Yeah, I hate to admit it, but that has to be from her.
Oi!
Alright, so she does know you. That means you're one of us. Welcome to the Bruin Bandits. We're a covert group of private investigators in Fayburrow. You're our third member. You can be Agent Ginger Biscuit. I'm Agent Yellow Flask. I want to choose my own name, thank you, because that one sucks. Ginger Biscuit. Yeah, get used to it, newbie. I will not answer to that. I refuse. In this business, there's no telling the danger in using our real names. Right. With Agnes. You mean Agent Foxtrot. That's your first one, Ginger Biscuit. I received my last report from Agent Foxtrot 3 days ago at 6 p.m. Moments before she went to speak with the professor. And as far as the intel I've gathered can show, that's the last time anyone saw her. She was talking about someone she knew. Maybe an old friend. Ernest wasn't really listening. But not even the professor is giving anything away. Most suspicious if you ask me. You saw her go in? But she didn't come out. That's the strangest thing. She never came back. There's no other way in or out of that room that we know of. Yeah, thanks, Yellowflash. I'm just gonna say okay, thanks. Stay vigilant, Agent Ginger Biscuit. Can I talk to his fairy? That would be cool. Hello, dear. Found the book you're interested in. Look at this. Look at.
Ah.
She wrote to you, did she? Let's see here.
Oh.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, this is a little alarming, isn't it? Why do we just show? Who is this? How can I help you? Who are the scholars? What kind of research? Is Lachlan a scholar? But what kind of research? Who are the scholars?
Ah.
I'm afraid I do not know exactly, but there are stories. Fayburrow is an old town. It is said it was built on magic soil, no doubt sparked by the mushrooms you find here. There are tales of a group of ancient academics building their library under the soil of Hawthorne ground. I believe this refers to Hawthorne School. I've often wondered why such a grand place exists all the way out here. To protect or even hide piles of ancient texts. Now that would be exciting. Liz Lachlan, a scholar. Do you know, when I very first met him, I thought of that. It's hard to believe his intentions are bad, but if they're still around, there's a strong possibility he's associated. He's inherited the school and is guardian to its grounds, so it seems reasonable to assume he knows everything about it. What kind of research? You know what questions to ask, girl. However, I cannot give a definite answer. The legend says scholars came to Fayburrow for something that is beyond understanding. I read once it was a gate. Some say it was a hole. Others say it was a door. But they all say it led somewhere where none returned. Thank you, that's all. If the scholars really existed, and they really did hide things in the school, I think whatever they found must be fascinating beyond compare. You're welcome, dear. Whatever I can do to help. I hope she's okay. I'm not entirely certain I would have went and be like, hey, look at this letter that my friend sent when she obviously was not trusting people and is now missing after talking to the professor. Not sure that would have been a move I made. Okay, let's try. Alright, here we go. Let's outline what we know first. Then you can figure out what's missing. Okay, the stalker. The what? Oh yeah, she said. Oh yeah. Okay, the professor's office. Agnes was last seen in Lachlan's office. Why would he? We can't assume anything yet, but his office is a good place for us to start. We're going to have to figure out a way to sneak in there at some point. If only we knew what it was we were looking for. The archives? Yes, that does sound very Lachlan. Doesn't that sound very Lachlan to you? Secret knowledge. He loves that kind of thing. And the interest is in his bedroom. I won't go in there, but just his office. There's got to be a hidden entrance in there somewhere. Beatrice, you did it. Agnes must have gone to the archives. Now that we know we're looking for a secret entrance, all we need is to sneak in and find it. And we found a key. Ask her about it. October. Yes, he's our man, but he's done it loads of times. Let's see what he can come up with. Okay, let me go way back there. Tell him the plan B. So you need to sneak into the professor's office, do you? Well, you came to the right person. It so happens I'm somewhat of an espionage professional. What we need is a distraction. Is that so? What you think? Sneaking into the professor's office. How daring. What, how? No, I mean, why are you into going there? Why, you like the worst. I know what kind of ruckus you cause for. Agnes is missing, no? I like to find her as much as you. She hasn't stopped by in a while, and I've been worried. You see, you must be part of an external bureau of investigation. Guess you can temporarily join our super secret infiltration scheme. So then, what's the distraction plan, Agent Ginger Biscuit? Don't call me that. Spike its drink, an unsolvable equation. Game of an unsolvable equation. Boring. That's actually not one. A little. And how would we devise when he wouldn't see through? Spike his drink. Oh, excellent. You are a criminal. You know that? You are a criminal in the making. Definitely not. A game of cards. See, I didn't want to choose this one because I'm most likely to lose. I don't know about cards, but I've heard he plays chess.
Oh.
I'm not too shabby myself. I could be your distraction.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You never suspect that. All you need to do is sneak in and find where Agent Foxtrot went. I'll sneak in with you and help you find the clues you need. See you on the front, Agent Biscuit. Should I ask why he calls you that? Nah. Well, I suppose I have to join the little scoundrel. Risk it for a biscuit, eh? Oh. That went well. Ready or not, here we come. Remember, we're looking for some kind of hidden door. Yo, what's up with this music? Oh my god, I don't like this. Operation Checkmate is afoot. Vegas got him absorbed on the mezzanine, but stay out of his direct line of sight. Hold control to stay sneaky in places that are risky. Oh god, we're gonna get caught. Best of luck, Agent Biscuit. Time to make our move. Keep searching. There's gotta be something somewhere. Okay, I think I hit Q on accident again. Okay, you had to hold shift. Can't his fairies see us? Or not shift, but you had to hold control. Maybe there's some kind of hint in these files? Add an exit? You're right, hardly going to be a key to a trap door in here. Worth a look though. Whoa, think our old boy is alright? That's a lot of whiskey. That's high grade stuff. Wouldn't mind a wee drab. You might die. I know, let every dream. Hey, go on, Beatrice. You got a mapsy brain. What does it mean? I have no idea. 2 particles? You really don't. You don't really know. Come on, we won't find anything with equations we don't understand. But this, that looks like a very obvious door. I think that's just gonna talk to Herbert. These scrolls look authentic. Maybe he got some old knowledge lying around. Not so useful for finding a hidden exit, but really rare. He's got access to all sorts of documents and high-end academics. No. Later. Let's get a better look after we've located Agnes. Beatrice, what are you doing down there? Sorry, could you come back later? We're in the middle of a game. You don't know how long it took me to get this because no matter, even though this is the way you're supposed to go, he would just keep resetting me and seeing me and setting me back. Like, I think that might take 30 minutes. Yeah, honestly, that's pretty cliche, Lachlan. Okay. And then he would see me in places that like that I had went by and I hadn't been seen before, but suddenly I was seen. Cause I was like, that looks like a very obvious door. This is beyond anything I expected. Vega wasn't understating libraries under the soil. How much research? How many old texts? Let's take a look. Agnes, let's take a look. Right, of course. This makes me very uneasy. I don't like it either. I don't think you had to sneak anymore, but I'm gonna go pretty slow. Okay, these are written in a mixture of transcripts. Looks like someone's been taking notes on top of the original text. This one seems to speak of fairy death. Blimey, we become wisp? That's spooky. And a little existential. Here, they've outlined a fairy transition into the other world. Beatrice, I don't like this. No, you really pushed us to be here, so... Okay, a dimension beyond human perception. The physical manifestation of conscious thought defines fairy matter. Being in a place like this gives these texts an alarming authenticity. So, is he trying to become a fairy, or is that just what they were researching, and that's like why everyone's walking around here with fairies on their, you know, like a bond? What have we got here? Okay, the fairy-human bond is one that has mystified modern science for generations. Over years, we have gathered the pieces of the lost true form society. Now their secret is within our grasp. They are one, where we are split. Their fairy was a part of them, in harmony with their mind. Their form is not beyond us. It is a perfect fusion. If a perfect fusion is made, it may be the end of the human species, and the beginning of a more whole being. Oh, I think I might know what happened to Agnes. Do you think Agnes knew all this? There are some drawings too. Quick, slip them in your journal. Okay, I don't think this is an elaborate joke, B. Looks like we finally found... I should have known. Did Herbert have something to do with you getting in here? No, I was like right in your face, actually. Oh, no. No doubt Agnes put him up to it. This place is older than the school itself. The building was built above to conceal what they found. It became an institution to spread our knowledge in regard to the precious dangers of this information. I don't know what you've seen already, but I'm sure you've gathered the rough picture. Fayburrow is the home of a portal to another world, Beatrice. The gate lies deep down these tunnels. When you arrived, I knew it was time I addressed this. I'm sure Agnes knew that. 11 years ago, Ernest fell down a well from up in the town. He landed here, his fall broken by my papers and books. Him and his fairy, Oily, stepped through the gate not knowing what it was. Agnes believes he is somehow still alive, but Beatrice, no matter what she may say, he is not. Why not tell us? Beatrice, you and Agnes were so young. The trauma of losing your best friend was enough without the mystery of how it happened. I cannot bring myself to add confusion to already grieving and shocked children. And what happened to him? Well, when I saw the scattered papers and books, I rushed down the hall to catch who it might have been. I saw him. He turned to look at me on the threshold. And he was gone. What about Agnes? She never believed me. She's too sharp. She's been obsessing over it ever since. And all the while, never trusting me. Said, have you seen your mustache? Of course, I shouldn't have expected her to. I failed her. Failed you all. I have foolishly waited for the time Agnes would give up hope. But now she has gone through the gate not knowing the dangers of that realm. You know as well as I do that she is far too stubborn to listen to my advice. But she'll listen to you. There might still be time to save her. And by that look in your eye, I'd wager you're dead set on bringing her back. I would go myself, but I have to protect the other children here at the school. Someone has to keep Herbert Albert from coming down here too. Okay, where are we going now? That even sounded like a gate coming up. Right. I like these mushrooms. I was actually thinking about ending it as soon as we got out of the principal's office because of how long it took. But I guess I'll finish if I can. This video is already like 2 hours long. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with this. There's something wrong with this place. What a strange sound. Are you sure you want to do this? Well, not anymore. Okay, what about Agnes? Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. It just... something about this place feels broken. No, that's not it. Absent. Oh no, is this a maze? If this is a maze, we're gonna come back tomorrow. Okay, we are calling it here, and we are going to come back to this tomorrow and finish it up. And I don't think it'll be very long. We might be at the end of the game. It's just that sneaking section took a lot. So I'm going to do it tomorrow, and hopefully you guys like this game, because I think this might have been a favorite out of the games I tried in order to test out this new mic. So hopefully the sound is okay and this goes up, and I don't have to play this all over again because it was actually pretty intensive on my computer. But if you want to play this yourself, you don't want to wait for part 2, the link will be in the description as usual. And if you like this, do all the YouTube things, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.